or 4 tiers. It depends on how much drawing is going to be in there. If I need more room for the drawing, I could go for the 6 tiers because I got more room. If it's a lot, if it's a scene where it's a lot of dialogue, where they're not going anywhere, they're just sitting on on chairs, and they're gonna and they're just talking about a certain situation, and it's a pretty long one, then I usually go for the 6 tiers because I don't need that much art space, for it. I basically start off like this, and the reason I use just the simple same size panels is because it's kind of like looking at a movie screen. I don't want you to notice the panels. I want you to notice what's going on inside the panels. The panels are not important. They're just to keep the image from leaking out. And what I usually do it is pretty simple and pretty old-fashioned. Is I really place the balloons. Like, okay, I'm taking from my little script there, and I'm kind of like, okay, they'll say it here, and then they'll go, and then the next one, and so on and so on, and then I'll go, ooh, okay, maybe I could save space there. Okay, so I have them saying, so what have you been doing? And I go, nothing much. I noticed I saw you at the store the other day and you looked a little worried. Damn, I'm just making something up. He goes, oh, it's no big deal. And then I go, well, I could condense that. And so what have you been doing? Oh, not much. I've been a little nervous because of blah, blah, blah. So you just panel this one. So you can cut down. I mean, if you like that spaced out kind of slow talking, kind of lazy talking, then you can have a balloon in each panel, but if like I found myself like needing more space for another scene, I'll condense it and I'll make them. I mean, maybe you won't even start with them saying, so what have you been doing? It could be the person actually going, hi, how's it going? Boy, am I tired. Cut to the action right away. It depends on what kind of mood you want to do, what kind of pace you want the story to read. It's kind of like, so the reader gets the idea of if they're relaxed, or if they're lazy, or if they're tired, and then, so that's that. And then when it comes to doing the drawing, if the person is coming in going, hi, boy, am I tired, then, drawing them like, good. Another person's going, why, what happened, or whatever. Or if you want to cut to, oh yeah, I heard you were doing that. Or, like they already know if you want to move fast. And sometimes when it's so tight, the dialogue is condensed to like 2 panels, and then I need their expressions to do a lot of the talking. So I don't know if people who've read my comic have noticed, but a lot of times the characters aren't looking at each other. They're both looking forward. Like the person's tired and the person's looking at them. And it's because I need both their expressions on that same panel. I mean, if I have one turning to the other, you can't tell what they're saying. Sometimes that's okay because you don't need it. But a lot of times their expressions and their body language need to be in the forefront. So I'm forced to have them both, one person looking there and the person behind them. They're not even looking at each other. And then when I got all this figured out, all like, okay, there won't be words there. I'll give it a beat, and then I'll give it a beat, meaning breathing time. You know, after the scene, I need something to be completely different from where I was. And then I've got that kind of laid out. And then so the first thing I do, where I say, okay, what's the important stuff? Okay, this panel over here is going to be important, where this person is stocking a bookshelf or you know, or something, and I need to have that information is vital to telling the story. And then you got these blanks right here, and you and so that's kind of where the fun comes in, is filling in. Like I already got the important information of this panel, but now they're just continuing the conversation here and here, or maybe ending here. So if there's a particular outfit I want them to wear, or if I want them to be looking sexy or something, you know, like, oh, I want a drunk girl or something, you know, then I'll go, hey, I could fit that drunk here, you know. And you know, and so that's all the leftover stuff. That's just the eye candy, because all the important stuff's out of the way. And it's also like, okay, I got the 3 panels so far. Looking at it as a whole page, I step back and go, what's going to make it look a good complete page? Okay, I know that this panel has a lot of black. Okay, and a lot of detail, like where they are or whatever. Well, let's see. Let's give it a balance. Let's make this one dark too, but a whole different scene. Just so you got a black balancing the black, and then maybe you got someone with a black shirt here, and you go, okay, I could use a little black here. Maybe shadow of a tree, a silhouette of a tree. You know, it just to give it a balance and like you know, and then like okay, some of the figures are kind of relatively the same size and they're in the same layout. You know, so I balance that with like, okay, maybe this new scene will be, you know, buildings far away with a telephone pole in the foreground. Or, you know, and then maybe someone walking really far away. It kind of gives balance to the whole page, you know. Sorry, I couldn't. So,
how many of these decisions are for visual harmony, and how many of these decisions are for storytelling mood, or do you even distinguish between those two?
It's a balance. It's what I guess the to make it a pretty page, that's the last thing it has. You know, it's when, okay, I got all the information I need, and you know, I got that. I need that black and white obsession going. You know, I need to have black balance to white, or if it doesn't have enough detail, it's driving me crazy. You know, I've been trying in the last few years to keep out some black. Like maybe I don't need black. Well, then I should. Then a lot of the lines are going to make up the composition. Like here's an example. Somebody just kind of talking, and they're the only one, or thinking, and they're the only one in the scene.
Jaime, can you put the mic closer to your mouth?
Oh, sure. And Did I deafen you there? And, okay. And then so I got this and I go, okay, well his shirt's kind of blank. There's not much detail on the shirt, and I'm not gonna put like 10 million wrinkles in it because he's not wearing a wrinkled shirt, you know. So I think about, okay, he's standing outside in the city, in the town or something. I like the balance, like, you know, you got your horizon line. I don't ink that right away, but I give, okay, where's the vanishing point, you know? And then I size up with drawing something in the background, and then buildings, you know, a car maybe, and then maybe like, okay, this could use a little tweaking, so of mountains, just to, and I put, without having to use black, I put a lot of lines close together, like the buildings showing the windows and the doors and people walking. So if the lines are pretty close together, that kind of gives it the black area, you know, because it's all congested, the black area that I needed without having to put black. I don't know if that one makes sense. So, like I said, I'm winging it. Better?
I'll wait until he's done.
What's that?
What's that question? I just wanted you to finish your point.
Oh, I'm done.